You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
Hi, you're listening to a Dangerous D and Philandering Phil show. I'm Philandering Phil. Unfortunately, Dangerous D hasn't arrived here quite yet. Apparently he was on his way over here when he soiled himself and had to go home and change his pants. But then you didn't need to know that, did you? Okay, that was the Pupeteers with a song called The Lumberjack. They're playing at the library on Friday the 27th of December, along with the Dead Blues, the Superlatives and Tightrope. Tickets cost $5.50, so yeah, not bad. 4 bands, $5.50. Go down there, they're all good. In fact, we'll hear from some of the others that are playing there later on today. Anyway, as I was saying, my usual, I want to call him my apprentice for now. Why not? I can get away with it. Dangerous D, he can't be here right now, as he had an unfortunate accident on the way into the studio. He phoned me to say he was running late. Apparently he was on his way when, I don't know what he's been eating, but some terrible, messy accident which has probably ruined the seat of his van. Anyway, if anybody sees him in the street, obviously don't mention this to him because he's really embarrassed about it. In fact, I really shouldn't have told you anything at all, but no worries. All I need to do now is work out what to do in his absence, as without him to mock my terrible jokes, or throw in any of his own, I suppose. What do? I could impersonate him, perhaps. I just need to do a kind of deep Bradford accent with a bit of a lisp. Hello. No, that doesn't really work, does it? Hello, I'm Dangerous D. No, that doesn't work either. Okay, anyway, I don't need to impersonate him now because he has actually turned up. Okay, Mr. Dangerous D, would you like to sit down and take a mic? And I've got some jokes for you. I was just explaining to our lovely listeners why you haven't been here. Anyway, don't worry, I didn't tell them that.
It's all lies.
Wait a minute, is that mic one you're on there? Okay, yeah, you're on.
Yeah, it's all lies. Well, did you miss me? Yeah, of course you did.
Well, let's see. I mean, yeah, it's probably better than me impersonating him anyway. And anyway, but yeah, the reason why he didn't turn up, that is all true. I'll tell him about it all during the next song. But in the meantime, would you like to hear a joke about a lumberjack?
It's been a long day.
Yes, I can imagine. Yeah, did you manage to get the new pants all right?
What?
Oh, never mind. That's another story. I will fill you in properly soon. But anyway, yeah, what do you get? What does a lumberjack turn into after a sex change?
A lumberjill.
Correct. Okay, not bad.
That's bad.
Yeah, redeeming yourself now.
That's really bad.
What does a lumberjack have in common with Sesame Street's Count? They can both count to 3.
Right, okay. What have we got next? What have we missed?
Well, we're up to track 2 now, but I'm going to tell one more joke first. Why not?
Track 2?
Yeah, you're not being able here to sort of restrain me from telling these terrible jokes, so...
track 2, you say?
I've been knocking myself out.
Yes.
You've
played track 2?
No, we're coming up to that in a second. But first,
right.
There's 2 lumberjacks, one called Bob and one called Screwball, and they're working in a mill. And, it's all going well until one day Screwball accidentally leans a bit too far forward and he cuts his own arm off. So anyway, the first lumberjack, Bob, he grabs the arm, grabs Screwball and drives him to the hospital with the arm in a plastic bag. Anyway, the next day he's thinking, oh God, my job's going to be twice as hard now because, I've got to do all his work too. But anyway, he gets there, the arm's been sewn back on and it's working, it's good as new. But anyway, so he's thinking, okay, well, that's odd, but no problems. When later on, Screwball, he leans too far forward again, and this time he cuts his leg off. Anyway, so Bob, he grabs the leg, puts it in a plastic bag, takes him to the hospital, and the next day, comes in, the same thing's happened again, leg sewn back on, working good as new. Anyway, this keeps happening over and over, day after day. Every day, Screwball's cutting a bit of himself off, and yeah, Bob will put it in a plastic bag, take him to a hospital, and he's fine the next day. Until one day, Screwball, he leans a little bit too far and he cuts his own head off. But by now, Bob's kind of used to all this, so he takes the head, puts it in a plastic bag, takes it down to the hospital. But the next day, when he gets into the mill, Screwball's nowhere to be seen. So he goes down to the hospital to check on him and find out what's going on. And asks the nurse, says, oh yeah, I know that guy. He would have been fine, but some idiot put his head in a plastic bag and he suffocated. Come on, that was worth a long, rambling delivery.
That's not bad. Not sure if it was worth the long ramble, but yeah.
But anyway, do you want to introduce the Fevertrees, and we will move on to them?
Okay, yep. The next song is Fevertrees and they're singing a song called The Fall of Babylon, and they're playing at the Tap Room in Batley on Saturday the 28th of December, and it's free entry as well. See what you think.
Heavy rollers playing dice in the city, doing nice. Even when shot down in flames, still they're playing same old games. Come Judgment Day. of Babylon. Babylon. Same old lies. Every time we get fingers burned, will we ever learn? Time to get a grip and tear this system down. Cause it works for them, but not for us. We better wise up, cause together we could be so strong. I wanna see the fall of Babylon.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
He was looking for the soul of steel. He was in a bank, he was way behind, but he was willing to make a deal. When he came across this young boy sawing on his fiddle and playing it hard, the devil jumped upon a hickory stump, said, boy, let me tell you what. You might not know it, boy, but I'm a fiddle player too. And if you care to take a debt, I'll make a bet with you. Now you play pretty good fiddle, boy, but give the devil his due. I bet a fiddle of gold against you, so good I think I'm betting you. The boy said, my name is John and it might be a sin, but I take that bet that you're gonna regret, 'cause I'm the best it's ever been.
Johnny rising up your boat, play a fiddle hard. The focus in Georgia and the wheels and cars. If you win, you get the shiny fiddle made of gold. But if you lose, devil gets your soul.
Well, the devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start the show. And fire flew from his fingertips as he rosined up his bow. did, and it sounded something like this. Well, when the devil finished, Johnny said, "You're pretty good, old son, but sit down there in that chair right there, let me show you how it's done." Fire in the mouth, the run, boys, run. Bells in the house and the rising sun. Chicken in the red mud, we cannot know. Burning the shit up, I no child know. Devil bowed his head because he knew that he'd been beat, and he laid that golden fiddle on the ground at Johnny's feet. Well, Johnny said he will come on back if you ever will try again. I told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best it's ever been. Run, 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 boys, run. Bells in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the red pan, picking out dough. Young man, no child, no.
Okay, that was the Muldoon brothers with a song called "Devil Went Down to Georgia." They're playing at Warehouse 23 in Wakefield on Saturday, the 28th of December. Tickets are a tenner, and these are the 5 original band members, the original Muldoon brothers, because they've had a few sort of lineup changes over the years, but kind of like a reformation sort of thing.
Yeah, it sounded quite good. Anyway, yeah, Phil. Reason I was running late, obviously, was because I picked up your piles treatment. I got it anyway. It's sorted. It's fine.
Oh, right, yeah, no problems. You managed to find some clean pants as well.
I don't know what you're talking about, Phil.
There's nothing to be ashamed of, it happens to the best of us. Not me, but,
What are you talking about?
It's okay. Nothing to be embarrassed about. It's a perfectly natural thing, we all have sort of the odd bugs and everything that can...
Look, whatever he said, he's not telling me. He just keeps laughing and giggling like a little child. So, yeah. Anyway.
Anyways, right.
What have you been up to, Phil?
Oh, well, all manner of magic. But since we just played a song about the, sort of about the devil, I've got a couple of devil-based jokes here, if anyone wants to hear them.
I can't hear anyone saying they do.
I can't hear anyone saying they don't. Okay, away we go. Rock and roll. Okay, one day in the future, O.J. Simpson has a heart attack and dies. He immediately goes to hell where the devil is waiting for him. It says, "Well, I don't know what to do here, the devil." Well, the devil says, "You're on my list, but I've not got any room for you. So what I'll do is I'll let one person go, and you can just take their place. I'll tell you what, I'll give you 3 choices. You pick which one can go." Like, okay, yeah, sounds fair enough. So anyway, he opens the door to his first room, and in it's Ted Kennedy in a large pool of water. Anyway, Ted, he keeps diving in and surfacing empty-handed, and he's just got to try to get his thing from the bottom, but every time he does it, he always fails, and he's doomed to do that for all of eternity. Anyway, OJ says, "No, I'm not really a good swimmer, I don't think I can do this for eternity." So I was like, okay, no problems, well, we'll try another room then. Go into the next room, there's Al Gore, and anyway, he's got a sledgehammer in a room full of rocks, and all he does day in, day out for all of eternity is smash these rocks over and over and over again. And OJ says, "Well, no, this isn't really going to suit me for eternity, I've got a bad back anyway." bit of a kick in the shoulder. I don't think he'll smash rocks all the time. So anyway, we go into the third room, and in it's Bill Clinton, along with Monica Lewinsky. Clinton's tied down to a bed, and Monica's doing kind of what she does best. And OG's like, oh, okay, yeah, I think I could handle this. So the devil says, well, you sure? Yeah, you want this room? Yeah, I'll go for this. I don't see what's so bad about it. So the devil says, okay, Monica, you're free to go.
I knew it.
Okay, that was pretty bad, but I do have more. Right, okay, actually this one's a bit long. I may skip it, or I may not. In fact, I tell you what, I will tell it. Okay, while walking down the street one day, a US Senator is tragically hit by a truck and dies. His soul arrives in heaven and he's met by St. Peter at the Golden Gate. So, welcome to heaven, says St. Peter. Before you settle in, it seems there's a problem. We don't normally have sort of high officials around these parts, you see, so we're not quite sure what to do with you. Okay, well, no problem, just, he says. Oh no, we've got the orders, you see, you know, we have to give you a couple of choices here. It's like, well, basically, you want to spend eternity in heaven or hell? Well, heaven, obviously. So, I don't know, you've got to try at least one day in hell first and, see how that sounds. So, okay, fine, so he gets in the elevator, goes all the way down to hell, and there, it's this big, beautiful sort of golf course, a clubhouse well stocked with drinks, and all his friends are there. Anyway, we play a few rounds, we have a good time, and he almost forgets to go back up after the end of the day. He's loving it. Anyway, next day, he goes up to heaven. And, up there, it's pretty nice, you know, he's hanging around on clouds, playing guitar with Hendrix and so on. So, goes back down to St. Peter, and he says, okay, so, have you made your decision? It's like, you know what, I never thought to say this, because, it sounds absurd, but although heaven was great, I did have quite a good time down in hell. I think I'll go to hell. So, anyway, down he goes to hell. And when he gets there, it's just this barren wasteland with bits of litter blowing about, and all his friends are gone or just looking miserable and so on. Like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Well, what's happening here? So, well, yesterday we were campaigning. Today you voted. See, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Yeah, not bad.
Good little political allegory there. Okay, a man joins a satanic. What's satanic? A man joined a satanic cult and started praying into the Dark One. Lo and behold, Satan actually appeared with a big hammer in his hand and asked him to make 3 wishes. The guy said, what, 3 wishes? I wanted 100. It's like, no, you can only have 3. But I want 100. It's like, look, do you want your 3 wishes or not? So anyway, the guy agrees. It's like, okay, first, I want you to change that giant hammer of yours into a small wooden stick. So the devil says, well, an odd wish, fine, but granted. Turns the big hammer into a little wooden stick. The second wish, I want you to stick that stick in your bum. The devil, he's not very happy about this, but he's bound, he has to actually follow these wishes. So he sticks the stick up his bum, sort of grimacing. And he says, now, you can either give me my over 97 wishes, or my third wish will be to turn that stick back into a massive hammer.
Not bad.
Oh, okay, right. Anyway, you want to introduce the next band after just one quick one? Did you hear about the dyslexic devil worshipper? Sold his soul to Santa.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, it's an oldie, but a goldie, I reckon.
All right, the next band is Steve Phillips and the Rough Diamonds with a song called North Country. And they're playing at the Brudenell Social Club on Saturday the 28th of December. Tickets are £8. Enjoy.
Yes, enjoy.
Welcome to Saltdown Blues Club. If you haven't been before, it's great to see you here. Thanks for coming.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
Okay, and welcome back. The Pile of Cream, good sir? Yep. Okay, good Phil.
Oh,
that
magical.
was Wang Dang Doodle.
Wang Dang Doodle?
Wang Dang Doodle.
Okay, Wang Dang Doodle.
With a song called Doctor. It's a bit of a tongue twister, that, isn't it? And they're playing at the New Headingley Club on Friday the 27th of December. There's no price here. It might cost a few quid. Just...
it could be free.
Or it could be free. Just check on the website.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go find out. Anyway, on the subject of doctors, many fine jokes have been written on the subject of doctors.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they couldn't be with us today because apparently they soiled themselves on the way here. But anyway...
What was that supposed to be a joke?
No, just a reference.
To what?
You'll find out in good time, sir. You'll find out in good time.
What?
Again, don't be embarrassed.
What are you talking about?
Walk with pride.
What?
Walk with pride.
What the hell are you
Head
on
held
about?
high. But anyway, okay, let's move on to a doctor-based joke anyway, since I've got a couple here.
All right, whatever.
Okay, I explained to a doctor, whenever I harvest our cornfields, I get a really bad headache. It's a migraine, he said. No, it's not, it's mine. And why have you suddenly developed an Italian accent? It's a migraine, see?
Yeah.
Okay. That one is maybe not the best in the great canon of doctor jokes available, but I'll work on it. I'll find some better ones. Such as, just after my wife had given birth, I asked the doctor, how soon do you think it'll be before we're able to have sex? He winked at me and said, I'm off duty in 10 minutes, meet me in the car park.
Right.
Okay, alright, it's getting gradually better, I suppose. Okay, my wife said, I'm not feeling well. I'm really worried about my breathing, I replied. Well, don't worry, I'll get my Swiss doctor friend to come over and he'll soon put a stop to that. The Swiss sort of clinics for euthanasia and so on, yeah, soon put a stop to the breathing. I don't think it needs that much explanation, really.
No,
I'm overdoing it now.
Yeah, it's amazingly funny. Anyway, shall we move on?
Oh, after just one more, I reckon. It's always time for just one more. Okay, an 86-year-old man walked into a crowded doctor's office, and as he approached the receptionist's desk, she said, yes, sir, what are you seeing the doctor for today? And he says, well, there's something wrong with my penis. And anyway, it's caused some embarrassment in the waiting room. So the nurse sort of just leans over to him and sort of whispers, look, really, if you've got a problem like that, just say it's something minor, like a problem with your ear, and then wait until you're in private to talk with a doctor. So that, you're not causing embarrassment to all these nice people. So anyway, the old man, he shuffles out. He comes back about 10 minutes later, shuffles up to reception, and she asks, okay, and what can I do for you today, sir? So, I've got a problem with my ear. Anyway, she's got a little smug smile on, so, okay, yeah, he's taken my advice. So, okay, and what seems to be the problem with your ear? I can't piss out of it. There we go, save the best till last.
Yeah, that was pretty good, yeah.
Okay, let's see, so who have we got up next then?
Right, next we've got the Portland Brothers.
Oh, the Port Brothers.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, the Port Brothers. Yeah. The Port Brothers with Lil Devil, or Little Devil, but spelled Lil Devil, Lil apostrophe L Devil. And they're playing at the New Roscoe on Friday the 27th of December. See what you think.
Yes, do that.
Living in a shack in a one-horse town, trying to get to heaven while the sun's going down. Dizzy in the Bible, yeah. Dizzy in Haze long morning nights. Come on, little devil, yeah. Come on, little devil, yeah.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
I've seen a few, but no one compares to you. I'm looking down, I'm looking round. Can anyone see what I see? Have I dreamt a dream for us? An unadulterated yearning lust. I just got here, but no one can stop me. If you were to say now, take me home with you. This is better just for two. I don't need nobody else to woke me up now, make me sweat. Just make me sweat now.
Okay, that was the Port Brothers with a song called... Oh, no, it wasn't. Wait a minute, that was the Dead Blues, sorry, with a song called Take Me Home. And they're playing at the Library on Friday the 27th of December, along with the Pupeteers, Superlatives and Tightrope. We've had a little bit from that gig earlier on today. Sounds like probably the gig of the week. So
yeah, sounds like a good do to go to. Phil, I'm guessing that the Piles treatment's probably relaxing you a bit. You kind of forgot to turn the mic off there, didn't you, the mics?
Yes, I did. So, apologies to the Port Brothers for us talking about microphone levels over the start of their song, which was a very nice song. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Just a bit too relaxed, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, I mean, this cream is great. I've never had a better brush of my teeth in my life. It's fantastic. Anyway, right. Who we got up next?
Right, next we have Owls of Athens with a song called Quiet Town, and they're playing at the New Roscoe on Tuesday the 31st, that's New Year's Eve, along with Sundogs, and tickets are £5.
Okay, sounds good. And, in fact, while we're on the subject of owls...
Here we go.
Yes, here we do go. Right, what we have now are some owl-based jokes. You know, some friends of mine are all avid bird watchers, just like myself. We stayed up all night recently to catch this game on this programme on late night TV. It was called The Superb Owl. But anyway, when it finally came on, it just turned out to be some rubbish American football game.
Right, okay, yeah. Right, Super Bowl, yeah.
Superb Owl, Super Bowl. Anyway, no worries. Okay. My mate rang me up last night and said, hey, you got to help me. I got wrecked in a pub last night and ended up buying an owl off this bloke. It seemed like a good idea at the time, but now I need to get shot of it. I'm going to have to give it to someone. So I said, you twit, to who?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I might have a better one. My wife just tried claiming that she was a night owl. Rubbish, though. I tried rotating her head to 270 degrees and her neck snapped. Okay, that one got a laugh, you see. Yeah, when we get to the violence against people sort of thing, then yeah. What's red and sits in a tree?
I've no idea what's red and sits in a tree.
A sanitary owl.
Right, okay. Right, sorry?
Oh, you need to face the microphone.
Oh, right,
You've got talking sideways and not getting any sound on you.
Yeah. Interesting jokes, anyway. I think we should probably move on after those jokes, Phil. In fact, I've actually got an interesting fact about owls.
Okay, yes, I agree we should probably move on. I think the sanitary owl joke was maybe pushing it a little bit too far.
We're digging there, scraping the bottom of the barrel.
Oh, yes, very much so.
Yeah. An interesting thing that I kind of discovered, I'm sure obviously other people have discovered it, but the word owl it's like a phonetic word. It's the sound that the bird makes itself. Owl. Yeah. And in a lot of other languages, they do the same thing. Like in Punjabi, it's ulu, which is ulu, ulu. And in French, there's a similar word. In German, there's a similar word. And lots of different languages around the world use the sound that the bird makes, that the owl makes, and that's the name of the bird. Yeah. There's other things like that as well. Like mama is pretty much the same around the world. That's kind of programmed into the human brain from birth. And so is papa. And the word no is very important. The sound n is very important. A baby needs to be able to say no when they've had enough or they don't want something.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no.
Although in Leblango, the language which I've been learning recently, I quite like the word for no. It's yes, it's but no is pe. So just pe. No, enough.
I mean,
it perfectly expresses the word. It's great.
It doesn't always. Not every language uses the sound n, but babies generally do make the n sound when they don't want something.
Yeah, when declining something.
which is where it comes from. Anyway, shall we listen to...
Yeah, the Owls of Athens.
of Athens.
The Owls of Athens with Quiet Town playing with New Roscoe on New Year's Eve, in fact, along with Sundogs. Tickets are £5. Enjoy them.
Yes, do.
When they finally start playing.
I know somewhere there is a party going down. Interesting people, conversations to be found. I've lived in cities where there is no solitude. I have some friends that I hope I'll never lose. So for now, I'm gonna stay in a quiet town. My neighbours on the block, they've got stories to tell. This is the grocery hall, once Rosie Hotel. And Mr. Driscoll, he just stands there with his smile, inviting everyone he sees to come inside. This is the life I'm gonna live in a quiet town. Sometimes I miss the show. It's a lazy afternoon, content with thinking that there is nothing to do. So for now, I'm gonna stay in this quiet town. In this quiet town. In this quiet town.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
Now you've come along, brighten up my world. my heart I feel it. You're that special kind of girl. Finally, you've come along. The way I feel about you just can't be won. If you only knew the way I feel about you, I just can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings can't describe it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face. My feelings cannot hide it. Finally, it has happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it.
Okay, that was Matt Baxter with a cover of Finally by C.C. Peniston. Me almost choking to death because,
The Piles cream, you've been brushing your teeth with it.
yeah, that probably didn't help, but I think it's more just talking too hard and me singing the last few bits of the songs. A song even. Anyway, okay, so Matt Baxter with a cover of Finally. He's playing at the Tap Room on Tuesday, on New Year's Eve. And it's free entry. Free entry, free New Year's Eve gig.
Right,
That's
that's the tap room in Batley. Yeah.
That's right, yes.
Okay, cool. Next up, we've got Eternal Teenage Syndrome with a song.
Wait a minute. Yeah, on teenagers, I do have.
Right.
You know
yeah,
what I've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Piles. You've got piles.
Well, at least I didn't have an unfortunate incident on the way over.
What is this that you keep going on about, Phil?
Oh, no worries. All in good time. All in good time, my good man. Anyway, okay, so there's an Englishman, a Scotsman, and an Irishman all talking about their teenage daughters. The Englishman says, I was cleaning my daughter's room the other day, and I found a packet of cigarettes. I was really shocked because I didn't even know she smoked. The Scotsman says, well, that's nothing. I was cleaning my daughter's room the other day, and I came across a half-full bottle of vodka. I was shocked, I didn't even know she drank. Finally, the Irishman says, well, both of you have nothing to worry about. I was cleaning my daughter's room the other day, and I found a packet of condoms. I was so shocked. I didn't even realise she had a penis.
That's terrible.
It is. And, by the way, no offence to the Irish listeners, you can substitute Irish for anything, really, or anyone.
For Phil, even. Yeah.
Yes, well, I don't have a daughter, so kind of
You
get
just
away
got
with it.
piles, yeah.
Yes, but at least I have clean pants. Anyways,
What?
right.
What have you been telling the listeners?
Nothing. I say, you shouldn't be embarrassed.
About what?
Walk with your head held high.
What?
Everybody does it sometimes.
What? Right, okay.
Anyways, okay, so I've got a method for reducing the rise in teenage pregnancies. Just in sex education classes in schools, teach boys that the average penis length is 20 inches.
Right.
Tragic thing is, that would probably work. I can't let anyone see this. It's only 12 inches long. Okay, as my teenage neighbour put her jumper back on, I looked at her and said, look, please don't tell anyone about this, they'd think I'm a weirdo. And she said, look, I'm sure they wouldn't. Like, oh yeah, I responded. How many men do you know will own a sewing kit and can repair clothes? Okay, that was alright, it wasn't one of the best ones. Yeah. A-level results day. The only time a teenage girl's not happy with double Ds.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Okay. I realise you want to move on. I'll just do this final one. Yeah, I just had a teenage girl turn up at my door dressed as Dr. Frankenfurter from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Luckily, it's Halloween. Or she might have had trouble getting from teen escorts or us.
Right.
Okay, yeah, now we're getting a bit too risky, aren't we? Okay,
Right,
let's move
right,
on.
Yeah, okay, next up we have Eternal Teenage Syndrome with a song called Non-Compatible, and they're also playing at the Tap Room in Batley, and that's on the 1st, on New Year's Day, the 1st of January, and it's free entry. So if you're
not too hungover, then
yeah, go for it. Yeah,
get down there. It should be a good one. Anyway,
see what you think.
Yeah, enjoy.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
realize? How did I realize? I hope you get my last thoughts. I am sending out to you. And in these final moments of my life, I wish I could bring me back to you. I didn't know my life was coming to an end. If I'd have known I would have said goodbye to you, my friend. Now did I realize? How did I realize?
Okay, that was Man's Best Friend with a song called Goodbye, My Friend. They're playing at the Snooty Fox in Wakefield on Saturday, the 28th of December.
All right, and next up we have a band called Substitute with a song called Reward.
Okay, well, hold it, man.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no,
realise,
no.
yeah. I know you were trying
No.
to jump straight into the next link
No,
there, so
no,
there wouldn't be an opportunity.
And they're
for,
playing at the Hop on
Um,
Saturday the 28th of December, and there's no prices, so it might be free or you might have to pay a couple of quid.
Oh,
It's
well,
probably free.
again, you can try to charge ahead all you want. I'm going to get my substitute jokes in here.
Right, okay.
They're fine jokes.
Fine.
Okay, right.
Fine jokes.
Well, they're reasonable.
Reasonable.
Well, sort of reasonable. My dog had to have part of its leg removed. I thought it'd look cool if it had a hook instead. It turned out to be a paw substitute.
Right.
Okay. Alright, okay, well, that's kind of a bang your head against a brick wall one. But, okay, I was in my biology class and we had a substitute teacher. I stood up and shouted, "Look, hey, go back to teacher training college. You don't know anything about biology." She replied, "You've got some balls. Now sit down." So I sat down, obviously she knew her stuff.
Right, okay.
That one wasn't too bad. Right, our last one, and then you can charge on in the next link. Okay, little Johnny walks into school one day to find a substitute in place of his regular teacher. She says, "Hello class, I'm Mrs. Prussy. When you say my name, remember it has an R after the first letter." So the entire class says, "Hello, Mrs. Prussy," and no problems. But Johnny's got a bit of a lax memory anyway. So a few days later, when the regular teacher is back, little Johnny he sits down and the teacher asks, "So what was her name for your substitute?" And Johnny thinks hard. He's trying to remember. He says, "Well, I know it has an R after the first letter." He's like, "That's right," trying to encourage him. Says, "Come on, what is it? Is it Mrs. Crunt?"
Right.
Okay.
All right, okay. Anyway, this is Substitute, the band Substitute, with a song called Reward. They're playing at the Hop on Saturday the 28th of December. Enjoy it.
Yes, please do.
This
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
Okay, and that was Superlatives with a song called Rainy Days, and they're playing at the library even on Friday the 27th of December, along with the Dead Blues, the Pupeteers and Tightrope. Tickets are £5.50. It kind of sounded a bit like Second Coming, Stone Roses, like Breaking into Heaven or something.
Yeah, Breaking into Heaven, that's what it reminded me of. But definitely Stone Roses sort of influenced her.
Yeah,
that's good, you know, if you're going to be influenced by someone, be influenced by someone good.
Yeah, I
like
enjoyed
Stone
it.
Roses, cool.
Well, tapping away, nodding my head and that, cool,
anyway, as that was called, Rainy Day.
Yeah, yes. It was called Rainy Days,
Yes, I do have some rain-based jokes. In fact, you know what, I'm not sure how much this first one has to do with rain.
Well, we'll just have to skip.
It doesn't really have anything much to do with rain, but I'm going to tell it anyway, because I like it. Okay, there's a bloke working on the buses taking fares, and one day he pushes one of his passengers off a bus and kills him. Anyway, at the trial, he's found guilty of murder, as you would be, and sentenced to death in the electric chair. This is in America, by the way. Obviously, we don't have the electric chair here. But anyway.
Well, can't afford them or something?
Yeah, it's too big a bill, you know. Can't even afford Hangman's Rope anymore, so.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so as a last meal, he asks for a bunch of green bananas. He eats those. Anyway, after that, they lead him off, sit him down, plug him in, and send 1,000,000 volts to him. And anyway, when the smoke's cleared, he's right as rain. They're checking him and so on, and we check all the rules, and it turns out, if you survive it, they have to let you go. So anyway, they let him go, and a couple of weeks or so later, he's back in his old job again. I don't know why they took him back, after he's already killed somebody, but nonetheless, we do take him back. And so he's working with the bosses when he pushes off another guy, falls in front of a tram, dies, and once again he's taken to court, found guilty of murder, and sentenced to death in the electric chair. So for his final meal, he orders a bunch of green bananas.
Yeah.
And once again, this time though, to be safe, they pump 2,000,000 volts through him, and somehow he survives once again. So again, they have to release him. Anyway, a couple of weeks later, he's back in his job again, which seems pretty ridiculous given that he's already killed 2 people on that job. But I don't know. He must have some dirt on him. Maybe we just like him, or for some reason we gave him his job on his boss's back.
Or maybe it's a joke.
Maybe it's a joke. Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he does it again. He pushes another guy off the bus, kills him, and a final time he's sentenced to death in the electric chair. And once again, as always, do you know what he orders for his last meal?
It's not green bananas, is it?
It's green bananas, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
How did you guess?
Yeah, I'm pretty good at this, aren't I?
Anyway, so we're taking food. This time, they're really determined to kill him. So they don't bump it up by 1,000,000 volts. They pump it right up to about 10,000,000 volts, going straight through the guy, for certain. They zap him. The room's full of smoke, but as the smoke clears, there he is, smiling and happy and still alive.
Right of rain, yeah.
Yeah, so anyway, before they release him for the 3rd time to go and kill again, the executioner, just really frustrated, he goes up to him and says, okay, so what is it, what's your secret? It's the bananas, isn't it? It's something to do with bananas. How do you do it? And he says, no, nothing to do with bananas, I just like them. I guess I must be a bad conductor.
Right, okay. I can't believe we sat here and listened to that joke, and that was the punchline. That was the punchline.
It was a bit anticlimactic, wasn't it?
That was the punchline.
It was the punchline, yes. Okay, I might have a better one. I might not, but I might have.
Right. Well, if it's not better, try and make it short.
Okay, well, I can at least make it short-ish. Okay, I'll make it short. Okay, my wife said to me, take your umbrella, it looks like rain. I said, no it doesn't, it looks like a stick which spokes attached, which is covered in fabric.
Yeah, okay.
The woman's delusional.
Yep.
Okay, alright, right, no approval on that one. Right, final one, final rain-based joke.
Make it
Despite, well, okay, I've only told one rain-based joke. The first joke didn't really have that much to do with rain at all, except it was writer's rain. 2 old ladies are having a cigarette outside the old folks' home. When it starts to rain, one of them suddenly pulls a condom out of a handbag, unravels it, and puts it over a cigarette so it doesn't get wet. Anyway, the second old lady says, ooh, what's that, Betty? I can't quite do the voice. Ooh, what's that, Betty? Is that better? A decent old lady voice, I'm not sure.
Yeah, anyway.
It'll have to do anyway, won't it?
Come on, Duck, carry on.
Anyway, cheers, Cherub. Right, it's called a condom. They sell them at the chemist, she answers. I don't know why she hasn't gone Liverpudlian as well, but the other one. And I'll try to stick to the same 2 voices for the same 2 old ladies. Anyway, so, the other one, she goes to the chemist's and she asks for a condom. And the young guy behind the counter, he doesn't normally see sort of too many 90-year-olds sort of tottering in there looking for condoms, so he thinks he'll have a little bit of fun. So he says, okay, yeah, no worries, what type would you like? Would you like a French tickler, ribbed, flavoured? And the old lady says, oh, I don't mind, dear, as long as it fits a camel. Finally, one of these is well received.
That was a good joke.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, who we got up next?
Right, next up we have Steph Stephenson with a song called The Girl Who Has Everything.
And where's she playing?
Well, that's the song, The Girl Who Has Everything, and Steph Stephenson is playing at the Tap Room in Batley on Friday the 27th of December, and it's free entry.
Not bad at all.
Yep, check it out.
Go check it out.
Enjoy.
Won't cost you a penny. And it's good. Like this.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
Not quite steam, because there's not speedy, yo. Tonight a ride and a Sigma ride in the arms of the right of yo. Well, he rode east, he rode west, he rode north and south or so, till he came into the wide open fields. It was there that he spied as a lady, yo. Tell me, how could you leave your house and your land like it's strong to come to yo? How could you leave your newly wedded lord off in the rank of gypsy? Oh wow, what can I write for my house and my land? What can I write for my money, yo? Tonight I lie in the wide open fields in the arms of the rank of gypsy, yo. Bed. How could you leave your money, yo? How could you leave your newly wedded lord off at the right of gypsy, yo? Well, what can I write from a goose feather bed? What can I write for my money, yo? Tonight I lie in the wide open fields in the arms of the right of gypsy, yo.
Yay! Right, okay.
Woo! Awoo! Okay, oh yeah, sorry, I meant to be doing the outro to this song, aren't I? Having just spent most of the break discussing who's doing the outros and intros to various things, no, it's me that messes it up. Anyway, that was for Lagan, or Lagan, I'm not entirely certain how it's pronounced, with a song called Raggle Taggle Gypsy. They're playing at Fevertrees Working Men's Club on Saturday the 28th of December. No information here on prices, so just go down. It'll be fun anyway.
Yeah, it sounded good. Yeah, on the subject of Lagan, however it's pronounced, it's spelled Lagan. Now, there's an Indian word which I think is slightly different, or it might be the same. It's Lagaan, I believe.
Lagan.
And it's, yeah, Lagan. And I think that was the tax that the British charged like farmers in India. It was like, you know, so many rupees or so much of the crop during, you know, the British Raj.
Yeah, whatever percentage it was, normally half, that kind of a thing.
So something like that, yeah. But yeah, anyway, next up we have the Prowlers with a song called Little Old Wine Drinker.
Well, okay, before we go through all the details of the gig, let's see, I do actually have a few things about wine.
Yeah, are the jokes...
Like, you know, Jesus turned water into wine? I turned an entire student loan into Yervin.
Right, yep, yep. Okay.
Terrible. Okay,
Yep.
all right, okay. No worries, sorry about that. Jesus opened the fridge and one of the disciples said, "Is it wine yet, Jesus?" And he said, "No." Reading the bottle, it says it's still water. Come on, that wasn't too bad.
That's all right, yeah.
Okay, on the same sort of water into wine sort of subject. Okay, at the Last Supper, Jesus takes the bread, blesses it, and says, "Take this, all of you, and eat it, for this is my body." He then proceeds to bless wine, and he says, "Okay, yeah, take this, all of you, and drink it, for this is my blood." Anyway, yeah, we all have some of that. And then finally, he picks up the milk, and Peter looks at him and says, "No, you can sod right off."
Right.
Okay, right, that's pretty bad. Okay, again on the same subject, an Irish priest is driving down to New York and gets stopped. Oh, back on the Irish again here. Sorry to any Irish listeners. It's not intentional. An Irish priest is driving down to New York and gets stopped for speeding in Connecticut. A state trooper smells alcohol on the priest's breath, and then when he sees an empty wine bottle on the floor of the car, he says, "Sir, have you been drinking?" "Just water," says the priest. The trooper says, "Then why do I smell wine?" The priest looks at the bottle and says, "Oh, good Lord, he's done it again." See, that wasn't too terrible, was it?
That was all right, yeah. All right. Okay, shall we move on?
We could do that, but okay. One non-Jesus related joke. I'm sat at a restaurant and wait comes over at the table. He says, "Please tuck in." I frowned and he said, "But you've only brought the wine." He says, "I know, sir, but your penis is hanging out." Okay, I'm done now. Right, and now I've got a smug air of satisfaction about me.
All right, I think we're going to have to swiftly move on. So the next song is by the Prowlers, and it's called Little Old Wine Drinker. And they're playing at the New Roscoe on Saturday the 28th of December. It might cost a few quid. We don't know how much it is, but it might be a few quid or it might be free.
Let's see. It's often free with a New Roscoe, but it's never that much, $5 at most, I reckon.
Anyway, see what you think. Enjoy it,
Listen to them. Enjoy.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
This next song is about our good friend stood there in the checkered shirt. It's called Domino. Could do that. miles, it feels like forever, and things are starting to look up. Walking, head held high. You used to wear trackies, but now you're in a tie. Your look has finally changed now. You're working like the rest, trapped in the cage, working on their minimum wage. It all seems okay. You're working for your money. Your hours start decreasing. It's not remotely funny. When you think you're set now, out of the black hole, every cloud got a silver lining, but you're better off on the door. Kids with kids on benefits, living life easier. When you, it isn't fair. Well, they don't care. Well, they don't care, no. Working hard, but you're too shy to say anything. You really need to ask for more. It's not really worth getting out of bed for. The anger builds inside you. You finally lose your cool. Threaten to leave, but it ain't that simple. No, it all seems okay. You're working for your money. Your hours start decreasing. It's not remotely funny. When you think you're set now, out of the black hole, every cloud's a silver lining, but you're better off on the door. Kids with kids on benefits, living life easier. Than you, it isn't fair. Well, they don't care, well, they don't care. Now, out of the black hole, every cloud got a silver lining, but you're better off on the door. Kids with kids on benefits, living life easier. And you, it isn't fair. Well, they don't care, they don't care. Thank you.
Okay, and that was Tightrope with a song called Domino. And they're playing at the library on Friday the 27th of December, along with the Dead Blues, the Pupeteers, and the Superlatives. Tickets are £5.50.
Yeah, not bad at all. Quite enjoyed that. In fact, that's probably a gig of the week, I'd say. Where was it again?
Yeah, it's at the library. Yeah, there's quite a few bands on it. There's 4 bands on.
Well, that's it. I think we've played all 4 of them now. So, yeah, definitely worth going down to.
£5.50 as well. It's cheap for 4 bands.
Yeah, pretty good. Anyway, while we're on about tightropes.
Yeah, what you... jokes.
How did you guess?
Yeah, just instinct to guess.
Yeah, one day I'll treat you with a Christmas special where there's no jokes and everyone just listens sort of sour-faced and... No, not today though. Not Christmas quite yet. Oh, it probably will be while this is going out, so... okay, anyway. Right, I saw some tightrope walkers the other day. What a weird flavour for a packet of crisps.
Yeah, okay.
Alright. My cousin just died. He was only 19. He got stung by a bee, the natural enemy of a tightrope walker.
Right, yeah.
Okay, right, I'll keep going. I'll keep trying with these. Eventually I'm going to get there. There has to be a good one amongst all this. I've been walking on a tightrope ever since he had an argument with my boss. I don't care if he owns a circus. I'm supposed to be the bearded lady.
Right, okay. So, almost funny. Almost.
Almost, yeah. It's getting better. Getting gradually better. My wife goes mental when I spend all day online, so I had to quit my job as a tightrope walker.
Right.
I'm heading back down again now, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
You can see the curve in this. Okay. Today I saw a pair of glasses jump a bicycle through a ring of fire. Then it perfectly tightrope walked over 20 metres of burning hot coal before finally taking a bow and walking off with several beautiful women. What a spectacle.
Right.
Yeah, getting worse.
Yeah, getting worse.
Okay, final one then. I'm out of tightrope jokes after this. Unfortunately, it's terrible, terrible.
That is terrible.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know what I'm going to do.
Yeah, where are our audience going to go to hear such high-quality tightrope jokes?
Yeah. Maybe you could use the tightrope for something else.
Like hanging myself.
I didn't say that.
Okay, fair enough. Right, okay. In the circus, I could travel across a tightrope doing a handstand using no hands or feet. I was a headline act.
Right. Anyway.
Come on. Right, okay, yeah.
Right.
I suppose, Christmas cracker type jokes.
Since it's Christmas, I'll... Well, no, I'm not.
What?
I'm not going to laugh, actually. No, I'm not laughing. No. Okay. Anyway, next we've got the Deadlights with a song called Amplifier. And they're playing at the Fenton on Friday the 27th. And, see what you think.
Okay, yes. Please do that. While I find the song. Here it is. Enjoy it. It's good. Really, really good.
Just play it, Phil. Just play it.
Okay. Go on then.
You're listening to South Leeds Community Radio.
She used to be a good girl, she did what she was told. She made out she was perfect, but her innocence was sold. She soon became flirtatious, played around and played the town. Then I saw her halo start to slip, and it crashed to the ground. It's such an amazing lifestyle. A bottle of rosé makes her smile. Confronting depression with a bingo session. Is this all there is to life? She tries to be a wife, but it's such a boring life. She feels that her existence is as blunt as a rusty knife. She'd rather live in danger and mess around with strangers. Memories of her innocence are starting to get fainter. It's such a frustrating lifestyle. Only Jezebel can make her smile. Confronting depression with a bingo session. Is this your life? It keeping with your housekeeping? Is your ready meal done cause your microwave's beeping? Swapped your dreams and wishes for dirty dishes. Is this your life? How's it keeping with your housekeeping? Is your ready meal done cause your microwave's beeping? Swapped your dreams and wishes for dirty dishes. Is this your life? It's such a waste of a lifetime. Tea and biscuit and a smile. Confronting depression with a bingo session. Is this your life? It's such a waste of a lifetime. Only tea and biscuits can make her smile. Confronting depression with a bingo session. This is your life.
Okay, so who was that, Mr. Dangerous D?
Okay, that was James Coley with a song called This Is Your Life, and he's playing at the Bank House in Pudsey on Sunday the 29th of December. James will also be hosting the Talent Lab Open Mic Night at the Bank House.
Well, yeah, it's the same place, same night. It's
same night, and Christmas jumpers are welcome, apparently, it says here. So, get down there, put your Christmas jumpers on and join in the fun.
I'm lacking with you. I don't have myself a fetching Christmas jumper.
That's quite a snazzy shirt you're wearing there.
Oh, yeah, my kind of bright floral sort of shirt, which probably visible from space. It's fantastic.
It must be your favourite shirt. You do wear it quite a lot, don't you?
Well, it's because it's so bright, it's quite easy to find.
Right, okay.
A dark cupboard, it stands out.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got a few minutes, haven't we? Not much time, but we've still got
enough time to squeeze in maybe one or two more jokes for what's basically going to be our last show of this year, I think. Except maybe a best of next week. So I reckon, okay. Let's hit them with a couple more jokes. In fact, you need to tell one towards the end. The last joke has to be yours.
Right. All right.
Okay. Anyway, so little Johnny's in school and it's near Christmas. See, Christmas joke.
Works,
As we're saying Merry Christmas to everyone, it makes sense. So little Johnny is in school, and it's all the kids are giving presents to a teacher for Christmas. Christmas joke. Anyway, little Ross, he stands up to give his present, and the teacher knows his parents are chocolatiers. So she takes the wrapped present and says, "This is a box of chocolates, isn't it?" Ross says, "Yeah, miss. How did you guess?" And she replies, just a random guess. Thank you, Ross. So anyway, little Jenny stands up, and the teacher knows that her parents work at the local bakery. So she takes the present and says, This is a cake in a tin, isn't it?" And Jenny says, "Yes, miss. How did you know?" And again, she replies, "Well, it was just a random guess, really. Thank you, Jenny." Anyway, finally, little Johnny stands up to give his present to her teacher. She knows his parents work at the brewery, and she sees the present is leaking, so she takes a sip and says, "Is this some Newcastle brown ale?" And Johnny shakes his head and says, "No." Okay, so she takes another sip. "Right, it's a bottle of red wine then, isn't it?" And again, Johnny shakes his head. She's really struggling now, the teacher. So she's like, "Okay, well, what can it be?" Okay, I give in. What is it, Johnny? He says, with a big smile on his face, "It's a puppy, miss."
Brilliant.
Okay, probably my best one of the day.
Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
I think probably my final one as well. So, sir, since you've
Right.
not done as a joke yet, I think we've got time for you to squeeze one in there.
Right, 3 men were caught by a group of women savages and were told they were to have their cocks removed according to their profession. The first one said, "I'm a lumberjack," so his was chopped off. The second said, "I'm a butcher," so his was sliced off. The third one, with a big smile, said, "I work for Dyson."
Brilliant.
Right.
Brilliant. I'm sure we'll get away with that.
Yeah. Anyway, the final song before, well, we'll have to say goodbye as well.
Okay, yes.
Yep.
A happy Christmas and a Merry New Year to all our listeners out there.
Yep.
Both of you.
Happy Christmas, Harry Christmas. And,
Happy Christmas.
Yeah, happy Christmas, Merry New Year. And yeah, have a good holiday. Enjoy it. This is Sundogs with a song called Superstition. Is this...
this is a cover of... Yeah.
Okay.
The Superstition that everyone knows. Yeah.
Yeah, Stevie Wonder song, yeah.
Anyway, Leeds band, the Sundogs, covering Superstition. And where and when are they at?
They're at the New Roscoe on New Year's Eve. That's Tuesday the 31st. Along with Owls of Athens, who we've had already, and tickets are £5. Enjoy it.
Okay.
Have a good holiday. See you next year.
Merry New Year, folks. Goodbye.
Superlatives.